Why is that
You
so
have it
expensive?
listen, you type it in, and then you go digging.
And then you go.
This is a $1 effect. This is a $10 effect. And this is a $100 effect. And in this video, I'm gonna hire 3 different VFX artists at different price points to create the exact same effect. And let me tell you, I was not expecting these results. No way.
$10? That's actually insane for this.
Now the question is, what type of effect do we want them to make? Should
How
it
are they
be
making
an
this?
epic shot inspired
How
by
are we
Star
making
Wars
this?
or a Marvel movie? Or maybe something more simple, like some muzzle flashes and dust impacts? While a simpler effect is probably more realistic for only $10, it's not as fun. So I'm gonna be fighting one of the biggest creatures known to cinema, Godzilla.
That there Godzilla.
I packed my
Why
gear
did it
and
look like
headed
a
out to
bloated
find
up
filming
frog,
location.
bro?
I know Godzilla is usually shown in cities, creating a big mess, but I've decided to shoot in nature to show Godzilla in a different environment. And it's definitely not because I'm just too embarrassed to film this in public. My wife Maria is per usual helping me film, and we made good progress on the 8 shots that I need for this video. So I bought this like toy grenade because everything just feels a little bit more real when I can actually interact with it and throw it. It also has a cool pin that I can pull. After throwing a fake grenade too many times, it was time to get the drone ready. So I'm just googling how tall Godzilla is so we can fly the drone to the exact same height for the shot where the grenade goes into his mouth. We then filmed the final shots we needed, and I started to feel bad for the VFX artist that I'm gonna hire because this is gonna require some complex VFX. We have a
did I
problem.
even just
I can't
see?
afford to spend $10,000 on VFX, but I also don't want to lie in the title. So I
Yeah.
came up with a great idea. I'm gonna make the $10,000 VFX shot myself. I start by 3D tracking the plate, which gives me a virtual camera matching the one we shot the footage with. And after importing this camera to Houdini, I can place objects into my scene and they will stick to the ground. My thinking is, if I spend 200 hours on this video and value my time at $50 an hour, my VFX will be worth $10,000. The next step is creating a Godzilla model, but I'm not an expert at 3D modeling, so I like to find models online when I can. But I just could not find a high enough detailed model of Godzilla until I found this post on Instagram.
Yeah.
I messaged the creator, whose name was King Kong, which is kind of ironic, but King Kong kindly sent over the files. I import Godzilla and applied his textures, but noticed the model didn't quite hold up when I zoomed in, so I used this displacement texture map to add even more details. And now he looks great both from up close and far away. Time to figure out who I'm
I haven't felt so much beginner confusion in so long that my brain is it's overwhelmed.
gonna pay to make the other versions. I'm gonna use Fiverr for this, but it was really hard to find a $10 option because most people will charge that for something as simple as a muzzle flash. But then I found Mr. Rivish. He had very budget-friendly prices, so I sent him the footage and a brief, and I'm just so curious to see how this video will turn out.
$10? That's actually insane for this. Like,
Right? For the $100 option, I found this person who seems to be
Not
quite
being
good at
basic.
simulations, so hopefully he can handle an explosion. I kinda forgot to mention that, but this video includes a fair bit of explosions. Lastly, for the $1,000 video, I found this guy who makes amazing VFX. I really didn't want to spend $1,000 on this, but in the name of science, it has to be done.
Bro.
While waiting for these guys to cook up some incredible VFX, I'm gonna keep working on mine. Using the camera track that I made earlier, I'm able to import Godzilla into the first shot. But we're missing a key thing: animation. For this, we first need to
I wasn't
rig
ready for that.
Godzilla, which is done by
I literally
adding a
wasn't ready for
skeleton to
that.
the
What
mesh
the heck?
and painting a weight map to tell the software how much deformation should occur as we move or rotate a joint. And sadly, I didn't learn animation since my last video, so I commissioned my friend RJ, who's an incredible animator, for the rigging and animation of Godzilla. When the rig was done, I sent him some reference of what I need for the shot. He starts with animating the overall motion and then adds details like shaking and muscle jiggle to make Godzilla truly come to life. And he absolutely nailed this animation. Back in Houdini, I import the walk cycle that he also made and render out the test to see how it's looking. Not bad, but it's missing a lot. Let's add a shadow, blend in his feet with the grass, add some smoke puffs from his stomping, and lastly, maybe add some rain to make the shot feel even more epic. I start by creating some grass and add this to my render along with a shadow pass. I then isolate his feet, scatter a bunch of points onto them that I stick to the ground and shoot outwards every time he steps. I use the points as a source for a smoke simulation, which gives us exactly what I'm looking for. I found some rain assets online, add these to the shot, and make sure to place the far rain behind Godzilla and the close rain in front of Godzilla to create some depth. I color grade the shot darker, and it's done.
You know what I just thought of, chat? Maybe I should get like a high powered creative laptop. Or maybe I'm just getting influenced. You know what? Never mind.
Next, I called Maria over to come take a look. I need some feedback. What do you think?
I mean, it's not done right.
Oh.
She's right. This definitely needs some work. But why? Looking at Godzilla movies, I was able to quickly figure out why my shot looked so trash in comparison. I lack contrast. The shots where Godzilla looks the best always have strong light contrast. It's why this shot from the Godzilla x Kong movie doesn't really look that good. The lighting is just completely flat, which makes him look fake. Godzilla also looks best in the nighttime, where his glowing body gets to truly shine. So I'm gonna achieve both by turning my shot from day to night.
Insane.
But first, I think our $10 version is ready. Ravish messaged me that the video was done, and while I kinda wanted to wait and see all the videos back to back, I just have to see how this one looks.
Yeah. Okay.
Wow. Honestly, I'm just super impressed someone did all of this animation, tracking, rendering, and compositing for such a low price. I have to admit, the final price was $35 as I chose his premium option.
What
but
the?
Still,
That's what was premium?
He does, like he's a child that was told no to ice cream, is pure gold. And I like how massive the grenade is. It's obviously a little rough around the edges, but this is a great starting
It's giving
point,
freaking Disney Channel, early Disney Channel Power Rangers, bro. Like,
although we'll save those until I'm done editing my video. So let's get back to turning our shot from day to night.
That was so funny. He said, "No,
the question is, how do we
grenade."
go from this to this? The movie Nope's nighttime scenes were entirely shot in the day and converted to night by replacing the sky and grading the footage. We can do the same for our shot by isolating the sky and replacing it with this nighttime sky. Let's darken the environment, but the top of the mountain still feel too bright, so let's darken them even more. And there we go. I add a light behind Godzilla to create some contrast and do some color grading to make him blend in. To take this to the next level, we need some atmosphere and depth, because I still feel like
I just feel like the legs are moving really odd, like they jiggling too much or something. Like
to this shot than this one. So using these smoke assets, I create 3 layers. One for the background, one that I blend with Godzilla, and one in front of Godzilla. I also used this depth map to blend the fog into the mountain. My background sky video actually has lightning in it, and I used an awesome node that allows me to measure the brightness per frame, which means I can automatically brighten the ground, Godzilla, and fog as the lightning strikes. Lastly, I add back the rain, but I add even more layers, including this really windy one, and I make sure that the rain is lit up by the lightning as well. That's a bit better.
Bro, what
Need a UGC video for your business?
Anymore?
Find me and many other skilled creators on Fiverr. Or you could grab a top camera, add good lighting to make everything pop. Learn the latest trends, stay updated, videos change.
My bad.
To truly bring the shot to life, I'm gonna add some sounds of rain, lightning, and stomping that I find on Artlist. I time each footstep to the stomps, add thunder and rain sounds, and a bunch of stormy ambient sounds to make it feel real. Sounds are just way too underrated when it comes to making the effects feel real. You can't tell me that this is as epic as this.
I don't like
My
that.
go-to spot to find these sound
That just
effects
felt like
is
video game
Artlist.
sound.
And what I love the most about Artlist is that their search bar works like magic. It's really hard to describe certain sounds, but somehow Artlist always knows what I mean. And now you can even search for music using Spotify or YouTube links, which is just the coolest feature ever. I've been waiting for this feature for so long since nothing is better at describing music than music itself.
So if you So if you use it for production, like music hold on a minute. Because isn't there a whole shtick that you can use whatever? Go away. Go away. Where that thing at? Because like, isn't that their whole thing? Wait, bro. Okay. The highest quality. All covered in the right license. Music and stems. So I would literally have to. Oh, okay, no, the basic one comes with stems. Okay. $9.99. That's not that bad. Chat, that's not that bad. Cause I don't want to really use splice. Okay, anyway, sorry.
With
my bad.
everything covered under the Artlist license, you never have to worry about copyright claims. You might have heard of Google's new Nano Banana AI model, which is incredible at character consistency. Well, it's actually available on Artlist now. And it's super handy for doing touch-up on photos, creating clean plates for VFX, or fixing the shirt I forgot to iron. I wish I had this tool for my last
Artlist
video.
is getting kinda,
as usual, you can use my link to get 2
kinda
months for
overpowered.
free.
Hold on.
And thank you to Artlist for supporting the channel. Okay, so we've completed 1 out of 8 shots, and that was the easy shot. So let's do one of the hardest shots next. Let's blow some stuff up. More specifically, Godzilla himself. We can do this by importing our animation and then use Houdini to create 4 particle explosions on the surface of Godzilla. We can then turn these particles into a volume and use this as a source inside of an explosion simulation network. After a few hours of tweaking, we get this. We're missing one key thing though: interaction between Godzilla and the explosions. I want the explosion to wrap around Godzilla as he roars, and we can do that by adding his movement as velocity into the simulation, along with adding him as a collider. With some fine-tuning, we get this. Perfect. I create some trails for the explosions as well, because more layers and complexity always looks more realistic. In the shot prior to this one, I fire the missiles that create these explosions, so I add these missiles to this shot too and simulate a smoke trail for them. Lastly, I hit render, which takes 24 hours, making this the slowest explosion in the world. Using Nuke, I start compositing, and luckily I can copy a lot from our first shot, which gives us a good start. I then bring in the explosion, color grade it, add glow, and finally make it light up Godzilla. The next step is to try replicating
I hope you guys know I'm not following anything. Just gonna make that clear.
Epic charge up that we see here. I have this glowing layer from the render and I animate a mask to turn it on. I also isolate the edge of the mask and make the glow extra strong at this point, so we get a leading edge for the glow. I integrate this with the rest of the footage, explosion, smoke.
Stop. Stop it, bro. Huh? Yo, that's so
Layers and rain, and finally add some glowing eyes, which gives us an effect that I'm super happy with.
Waiting for the new year to launch your membership?
Chat, I know you saw that. Hold on.
Too late. There's a golden window of opportunity.
Talking to me.
But you'll have to wait a little bit longer to see the final results, as it's time to tackle
I love transition. I love a good transition.
I watched Superman the other day, and this kaiju fight is actually what inspired.
Chat. Tell me why I went to go and see Superman. Like, it was the whole big ticket thing of the day for that day with my friends, okay? I went with my wife and I went with my friend. Tell me why it took us all day to get there. And then because we were eating, we were shopping, we got tattoos, not moi, but the other people I was with. And by the time we got to the theater, I got a burger. I got a shot because it was one of those like alcoholic theaters, and I took the fattest nap as soon as the lights went off. Bro, I still don't know that movie to this day. To this day. Bro, I was like, okay. Like, I just, wow.
Inspired me to create this Godzilla
So
video.
gagged.
The fight ends with the kaiju's
I don't know who this
insides
man
being
is.
blown up, but it's a lame and unsatisfyingly small explosion.
Don't remember this scene.
So I'm gonna fix that by also blowing up
When
Godzilla
did this
from the
happen?
inside,
You know what I
but
mean?
have the explosion be like 100 times stronger, so he explodes all over the place. To do this, I'm gonna use a new simulation
I
method
just see. Why did the guns come? Oh my god.
that Houdini
Bro,
just
that was
launched
too
called
real.
MPM. But since I've never used it before, it's tutorial time.
Welcome to our
Yeah.
VFX course for MPM fundamentals. I'm a
Okay, let's give it a go. Nope. Definitely not. That's better. Let's convert this back to a mesh and we have a great start. Next, I create some blood, but as I'm not too familiar with the YouTube guidelines yet, I'm gonna color it green and let's call it
And I'm
goop
gagged.
instead. I then grab
the
a
goop.
bunch of random guts and stuff them inside of Godzilla. As you might be able to tell, I failed biology. Anyways, let's blow these guts to pieces too. I of course also create an explosion and some more smoke sims to tie it all together. In
Oh.
Nuke, I import all of our renders, but then notice something horrible.
It
This
looks
poor sheep
bad?
gets completely crushed by Godzilla, and soon after, his friends do too.
But it's a sacrifice I am willing to make.
At this point, the Nuke script is so big it takes me an hour to export, and after every export, I keep seeing small things I want.
Wait, you can't stop, bro. That's not a believable like blow up, bro. That's not.
To fix, but after a few days of struggling, it's finally ready. And you know what else is ready? The VFX we ordered.
Yeah.
Okay, our $10, $100, and $1,000 shots are finally ready,
Let's
and
go.
I need the break, so I gathered
I'm
Maria
ready.
for an
Let's see 'em.
episode of Maria and Eric does VFX artist React. Okay, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm so curious to see how these turn out.
Me too.
Oh,
She's gonna be
that
gagged.
bad actually.
Hold on.
It's really, I feel like it's...
That
Really
stomp
good for
hits
$10.
hit
Yeah, it's
deep.
actually not that bad.
And then we have a long,
Camera shake.
slow ending, but it's not over yet. Look at the ending. And he comes falling down without a single scratch.
Explosion just suddenly disappeared.
Yeah, it just
Yeah,
kind of
yeah. So what do you
dissipated
think?
crazy.
$10? That's actually insane for this. Like,
I know,
some
right?
people would have taken like at least 100.
This must have taken at least a few
At
days
least
to put together for only
$100?
$10. It was actually
Bro,
$35,
stop
but still, I
scamming
think it's
people.
an incredible value, and he did a really amazing job.
Yeah, definitely.
Yo.
What do you think so far?
Okay, 100.
He's looking at you at least. This time. Oh,
That looks
Oh,
pretty
you got a
cool. I'm
new
not gonna
watch.
lie to you. Okay. He's right about it being. It needed to be at night. If this was at night, this would look so good.
Standing.
oh, it's going now.
That's true.
Yeah.
Oh, he about to get freaking curb stomped.
It's a giant grenade.
That's what that looked like. What the heck?
Oh, I actually like the explosion better in the $10.
Yeah.
What the heck?
The head is comical.
What's coming out of his head?
I don't want to know.
It looks
That
like
was
a
crazy.
sweater.
He's
Not a
using
sweater.
his own explosions. He's simulating this himself,
Oh, real?
which makes it
Oh,
kind of interact a little bit better.
the explosion just
Interesting.
stops. You
Oh,
see that?
true. No, did
It
it?
just freezes.
Oh, yeah, it's completely frozen in the end there. It's like not even moving. overall, like everything's looking a little bit more
Yo.
polished, and you can see there's more effort, so it definitely feels
I mean,
like
yeah,
a
there's
better video. The $1,000 versions, what are your expectations?
I got high
It's gotta be better.
expectations, but
It's
it's
gotta
a
be better,
difficult
bro.
shot to pull off, so I don't know what you're gonna get for $1,000.
$1,000 is a lot of money.
Yeah.
I was very scared about spending this much money, so I was hoping for some good results. Okay, so let's have a look at what $1,000 gives us.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, that's an interesting model.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Oh,
that's cool.
That's really
Oh,
cool.
I like
Wow. That's a beautiful scene.
Oh.
Oh, that animation go
He
crazy.
doesn't match the background very well.
No, he
looks a
doesn't.
bit
Not at
flat.
all.
Yeah.
Not at all.
Yeah, I think so too.
What it feels like they did is like did all of the stuff for it and then just kind of pasted him into the supporting footage. Are you gonna okay? Bye, baby. I love you.
Oh. Okay, that's epic.
It's quite cool. It looks quite like
That was
brutal
cool.
and realistic.
Yeah. You see the impact much better than the previous one.
But
You
still,
actually
this is a
see it
foul.
exploding.
Yeah.
Fire.
I don't
yeah,
know,
right?
Chad.
But what do you think overall about
I
this
didn't
version?
like the model. It looked
Yeah,
very
the model
fake.
Yeah.
looked
all the other
crazy.
ones look fake too, but
Like I like the face.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it, just by thinking about it.
Okay.
Meet Base 44.
this one just looked more like wide.
It looked
Like a toy in a way.
yeah. The proportions are a little strange. It
Yeah.
does look a
Very
little
thick ties.
right, and his face is a little like squished. I feel like you feel the impacts a lot more here, like when
Yeah.
the grenade hits, like the small camera shake as they hit.
Yes.
And the white flashes is actually really cool. This is
That's
probably
crazy.
yeah, like 5 days of work for $1,000. I'd say
That's impressive.
Yeah.
I would
that's a normal day rate. But which shot would you say has the most value, like most bang for the buck?
Oh, definitely the first one.
Right.
The $10 one.
Right.
Yes. It's my favorite actually.
Yeah,
That's
no,
so
it's a
funny.
really
Yeah, no,
good
me too.
one. That's
This
the
was
one I
the first thing
remember.
that came in, and I was so excited because there's so much energy in the animation.
I'm just excited to see the $10,000 on.
Ooh, no pressure. We'll see how it turns out, but yeah, give me a few more days and
A few
then
more
we'll have a look at
Weeks,
that.
maybe.
Or weeks. I guess.
You're gonna nail it, definitely.
I hope so. Okay.
What?
I still have more than half of my video left, so why don't we do a cool montage as I finish the rest of the shots?
Okay. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. So insane.
Okay, finally done. It ended up taking me forever to complete this video, but it's time for you to let me know if it's worthy of the $10,000 price tag.
Yes. Off the bat. From rip. Yes. Mm-hmm. Whoa. Yeah.
It's okay. Yeah.
Gag! What do you mean?
The impact of
Bro, you can't just troll at the end after laying that down. That was crazy. Bro. Wait, my man.